Hey everyone, my name's Amy, and today we're going to be working on a wonderfully delicious autumn stew. Today's recipe is a chickpea and pumpkin stew that is loaded with vegetables and is wonderfully healthy. Now let's get started. To start off this recipe, we're going to begin by making our chickpeas in the Instant Pot. Now, if you do not have one of these, then you can always use canned or boxed chickpeas. However, I like to make mine in the Instant Pot, and it's pretty simple to do so. Alright, while that is cooking, we're going to get everything else ready for the stew and get it started. We're going to need to have 1/2 of an onion chopped, 1 box of mushrooms chopped, and 1.5 cups of chopped carrots. Now you can also optionally add some vegan sausage. Today I'm going to be adding field roast apple sage sausage because these are the flavors that we're going to be adding in later to this recipe. We're going to add all of this into a pot over medium-high heat and water saute until all of them are good. Once that is done cooking, we're going to add in our spices. First to the pot is going to be dried sage. We're going to add in 1/2 teaspoon of this, a 1/2 teaspoon of paprika as well. We're also going to add in 1/2 teaspoon of cumin, and then our final spice is going to be a little bit of cinnamon. You don't have to add this, but I feel that it adds a nice, slightly sweet flavor just to the background of this recipe because there's a lot of savoriness going on. Alright, once we've mixed in our spices, we're going to add in our canned pumpkin. This is what's going to make the recipe have a delicious pumpkin and autumn taste. Alright, after we mix in our pumpkin, we're going to add 2 cups of vegetable broth. I personally like to use Better Than Bouillon, which is a concentrate that you mix with water. Once we have that all mixed up, we're going to add one last ingredient before boiling until this is done, and that is whole wheat pasta. Try to stick to the smaller varieties of pasta if you can. They tend to cook better in this recipe. I personally like bow ties, but they do come out just a little bit harder than if you were to use something smaller like elbows or orzo. Finally, the last thing we're going to be adding to this recipe is our chickpeas. We add this last because we don't want them to get overcooked and become mushy. Once the pasta's done cooking and the chickpeas are hot, it's time to eat. This is the perfect, cozy, healthy vegan meal for a cold autumn day. Let me know if there's any other recipes that you want to see me make soon, and just to let you know, the recipe is linked down in the description box of this video. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope that you always remember to love God, eat greens, and get moving. See you in the next video.